Hello and welcome everyone to Napoleon Total War 3 8.7 replay. Today's replay comes from a wild co and he posted it on the Discord. It's a little piece of information that made it a little bit interesting and I decided to do it because of that. I won't tell you what that is, but you'll find out soon enough because I don't want to spoil the surprise. Today's replay is HB 1815 at Waterloo. We have Napoleon with his army Grande Imperiale and his three commanders bringing their 1st, 2nd and 3rd Corps armies along with his. So it's a 4v4 today, and the attackers are 11 series, a wild coal, Dan the Avian, and deranged fox. Their opponents are Syrah, the Claw, Giovanni del Banda Nere. So Giovanni, okay, and Danny is the final player on the red team. Now before we get started, if you'd like to support my work, there's a payable option, subscribe shop, Patreon and donation link in the description below, along with various methods you can use to contact me with, which I will now post on the screen for you. And just use this email or my Discord to send me the replay directly. It can be reforged or pretty much any Total War these days. But if that's not an option for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about the battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's get in with the replay. So as I said, we have Napoleon and these 3 Corps armies. This has the Vanderbilt 3rd Corps. Yeah, this is the 3rd Corps force. We have the 1st Corps force over here. We have the artillery already firing. Hang on. We've got some 12 pounders here. 2 teams of 3. Oh, hang on. Not bad. This is a unit of 6 pounders. 4 6-pounder cannons and 3 12-pounder cannons. Blasting the English army, or the 7th Coalition. So this battle did not take very long to get started. Now, what is going on here? What is this French player thinking?
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Looks like they were going to go for the building, but then halted at the last second. Yep, and they're being shot at. Fortunately, they've only lost 1 troop to that. That was lucky. Okay, we have Grande Imperiale. This is where Napoleon's force is. And we have Napoleon himself facing off against the Prussian force. C7 Cav versus C6 Cav. I think France is pretty safe for now anyway. I can't tick the map. I could go 20 leagues under the sea at this point if I click the map. We've got over here some English Cav being driven off by some C7 Cav. Yeah, C7 versus C7, but he's outnumbered, sorry, 2-1. So it's an all-English affair. Sorry, not an all-English affair. I think I see 2 English armies at least, and 1 Prussian army so far. So that's what's going on, I think. And this is not a lock battle. But capturing certain buildings obviously is very important because this French player tried to do that. He pulled back at the last second. Now we've got 7 cannons here pointing one direction. But why are they shooting there? Okay, that's where they're shooting. This unit took a few casualties. Could be worse, I suppose. Oh, there we go. They're hidden now. Who are they trying to hit? Or who are they focused on? Because I saw that one guy and he got slammed by the 12 pounders, I believe. And that was a cannonball just now. Jean Baptiste, general just out in the open there, pretty close to the front lines. I'm not sure why the English is exposing himself so what the right word is. So easily, I suppose. Because they did present a pretty tantalizing target. Irresistible, almost. And a good opportunity for the French artillery to get a lot of hits, a lot of kills here on the English battle line. A lot of these men can form square. So they targeted the... Oh. So I've got some voltigeurs firing. I'm trying to say the name of this, so I'm just going to call it L3 infantry. Whoa! Okie dokie. Yeah, that happened. We're pretty pumped up. Oh, we got cav coming in. Oh, everyone broke. No one's a winner. Oh wait, hang on. France is the winner. There's one French unit here that didn't break. So we're a little ways off yet from a direct line engagement, although we have France and English forming up, but the English seem far more prepared than the French at this time. The French artillery is just going to town on this battle line. I'm not sure why the English player made himself so vulnerable to it. I mean, he's so close, and this artillery, it's got like 7 batteries here, and this is not the batteries you want to play around with. You're just getting hammered right now. Just wait and see what the artillery does next. Yeah, they're firing at these guys now. Oh, it ricocheted up. This unit was very lucky. Okay, so we've got voltigeurs just firing at some English units. The French managed to break these Jaegers. Probably should take them out. They probably will come back. Unit 91. Still a threat. Probably send one unit to try and take out the Jaegers. Keep the other unit in reserve in case the Prussian cav charges in. We had the Hussars go in. So the English have learnt their lesson, they're pulling back. Now the Jaegers are exposed. That's when the French cavalry should go after them. I mean, it's free kills and there's no threat, there's no risk. But it doesn't appear like he will do that. Okay, I see the Prussian army coming into view now. Looks like we have an artillery crew that's left their artillery behind and they're trying to rescue it. 6-pounder. I've got the battle line still being harassed. Oh, they're charging in. Oh, well done, the artillery commander. I was just a useless soldier just to get his sword. All of them have swords apparently. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a massive engagement, but they pulled back. Okay, so it looks like we have 2 Prussian armies and 2 English armies. That's the way it works right now. And looks like the Prussian went in.
Sir, our general is under attack.
English have followed them in. I don't know why they've done this. But they pulled back. They haven't broken just yet. They're broken now. We've got the French coming in. We could have flanked the Prussians if they're not careful. Well, the first corps is going to size itself up with the Prussian army. We've got the third corps coming in from behind to back him up. So it looks like we have a conversion here of all 4 players into the centre. Looks like that's what's about to happen. We might have a charge on our hands. We've got the French cavalry coming in. Try and keep an eye. Oh, here we come. Reinforcement cav from the Prussians. They broke the French cavalry. We've got reinforcements coming in. C5 cavalry. Two Prussian units broke. This one seems to be in favour of Prussia. Yes, Prussia wins the fight. And now we've got Prussia trying to destroy the French cavalry to make sure they don't come back. Always a smart thing to do, but I'm getting a little bit too close here to the French units. Although it looks like none of these guys can actually form square. So maybe Prussia should have charged into them. Okay, looks like we have some skirmishes here that went up against infantry foolishly and got hammered. They're broken, they're out. 6-pounder here. We have some 28 Bishop Musketeers. A little bit out of place here, but they're heading towards the fight. And we go to the French artillery position. Where are they up to right here? Here we go. Okay, we've got some sappers, protecting them along with some C7 cavalry. I think they're targeting this unit here. Oh no, they're targeting this unit there again. Looking at that, I think we can afford just to have a quick look here. See if the artillery can score any nice hits. The English player, unfortunately, is really winding himself up here with the artillery, with the French artillery. So, there you go. Artillery crew firing a little bit too high there. Sucker punched them. English soldiers being thrown left, right and centre by the artillery. They're just too exposed to it. Got some L4 infantry along with some L3 infantry. They're just getting hammered. Okay, so this is where the action is right now. This is really the only engagement between the armies that's happening right here. We've got First Corps linking up with the Third Corps, and they're driving back both the Prussian and English forces. English setting up reinforcements. This unit succumbed to the artillery. Okay, so quick bird's eye view. Give you Small glimpse of what's happening at the moment. So we've got a nice even line here formed by the English and the Prussians. Unfortunately, we've got the English here being hammered by the French artillery, as you can see there on the left. I don't really see a decent response of artillery from Prussia and in the English. They don't seem to be applying any pressure there when it comes to the French forces. We've got a sizable presence over here from Prussia. So we've got a few Prussian units here trying to outflank the French. We've got a team of 6-pounders. Okay, a 4 team of 6-pounders. We've got some Voltigeurs. So fighting against maybe the Jaegers or the English battle line here. We have another team of 3 6-pounders here blasting this unit with smithereens pretty much. We're probably going to target them again and try and finish them off. No, they switched targets. Okay, French charging up, trying to catch Prussia out of place, and for some reason Prussia is retreating and allowing the French to shoot at him, getting free casualties. Meanwhile, the Third Corps is really getting in the English faces. We've got Prussia sending up reinforcements, but it's not looking too good here for the English.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
So we're almost 20 minutes in. Nice volley there from the English. Fortunately, French aren't taking too many casualties. Not as many and not as fast as the English are. 30-foot holding the road. King German Legion 8-foot. We got lots of troops here massing. What is the Prussian player thinking here? This cannot end well. So we've got the battle heating up and we've got guys literally flying in front of us. Russia's in all sorts of trouble here. They broke him. The artillery broke the position. Okay, what have we got here? We got the Third Corps moving up. The First Corps, I'm surprised it's leaving a gap open. Maybe this is what the Third Corps players intending to fill, I guess. But okay, that explains why they're not moving up. But actually, why aren't they moving up against these guys? They worry about the cavalry. They've got cavalry in position already to deter cavalry force from the English and the Prussians. So we're close to an engagement here. Prussian force way in the distance there, not engaging. Who will fire first? I think the French will fire first. Yep. A couple of them went down there. looks like we got Arthur Weasley inspiring the troops nearby.
Our men are running.
Oh, where's this? Okay, so I think it's going to charge on the 8-pounders. They're pretty vulnerable. And here we go. A nice charge there from the Prussians. Decimating the artillery unit. Now we've got enemy cav in their back lines. And this unit can't form square, so what will they do? So they're broken. Okay, these guys are formed square. We've got enemy, so we've got French reinforcements coming in. English can't get out of there though, just in time. And we've got the French reforming here now. Let's see. We've got a separate engagement all the way over here. Okay, we've got a team of 6-pounders just blasting the Prussians. Where is this artillery he's firing at? Oh no. It's firing at the French. I wonder what they're shooting at. "37 minutes left on the clock." Okay, so the Grande Imperiale army is falling back.
Sir, your general has been killed.
Okay, whose general was that? Okay, the 3rd Corps general has been killed by an artillery shot. Lucky hit. Yeah, this is a kill zone right here. The zone of death. Artillery is just pounding this area. And a gap is opening up here. The French could exploit it and outflank their enemy on both sides.
Our men are running, sir.
The French are not really, as I said, taking that many casualties as opposed to their counterparts. This unit's down to half strength, but most are not. Okay, these guys are a little bit out of place. They're going to move up. So the French are retreating, trying to reform. English in hot pursuit. The purpose of the cavalry charge is probably to get the French to halt and allow the British infantry to catch up. Pretty decent charge there. annoying when the sound just cuts out like that. There you go. Okay, looks like we had a bayonet charge. For instance, making sure these guys just don't come back.
Our men are running, sir.
Ace, come on, come back. Yes, that's what we want to get. It looks like the fighting's so intense, I don't know, maybe it broke the sound barrier. I know that's not how the sound barrier works, but you get my point. The volume's just gone. The sound effects, I don't know why. English in full retreat. Now, looks like we've got some fourth corps here. Gerald. Or Gerard, sorry. So we had a mass bayonet charge, which the French are winning. What was that? Ah, French infantry got into the general bodyguard unit. Wiped them all out. So, state of things as it currently stands, French are killing it. They've wiped out the enemy on their left flank. We've got a few pockets of resistance left, but they're totally outnumbered. There we go. It's good to get some sound noises.
Our men are running, sir.
69, 49, 63, 63. Okay, another enemy general fallen. Again, infantry took out another general. French infantry is really on top of it these days. Now bayonet charge, but I think the English might win this one. Yep. We got 5 French units withdrawing for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, and the French have pretty much destroyed this entire position. They've taken it. And now Napoleon's army can link up with the rest of his commanding forces. Or with the rest of his corps. Where's the cavalry off to? I wonder what their mission is. Well, they're being shot at. English moving up on the French. We've got reinforcements here from the 3rd Corps being sent over to help the flank of the 1st Corps. The right flank, which is in a lot of trouble, as you can see. The morale is not looking promising there. But we got the artillery to the rescue. Just seeing the cannonballs fly overhead. We have 28 minutes left on the clock. And it looks like we've got the artillery trying to target the French cavalry. Sorry. English cavalry targeting the French artillery. I said it the other way around for some reason. That was lucky. Looks like the French artillery crew held on. What's that? We've got a few French cav units there on the flank. But they're yet to move in. The French could do a mass bayonet charge on the Prussian forces and I think end it.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Okie dokie. Another enemy general killed. Maybe it's a general on general fight. I think we've got some friendly fire there on broken troops. These guys are probably going to break any second. Now they're targeting this healthy unit, or at least it was healthy. Now it's been decimated. We've got a French general here going into the thick of the action. You can see the French curving up their lines so their artillery has a better firing line on the English troops, a better line of sight. French starting to take some casualties now.
Our men are running, sir.
Well, looks like the English are starting to win this fight. I think it's looking promising for them. Strong hit there, strong hit. This English player is falling for the French player's trap. You can see why he deliberately withdrew those 3 units, and it's forcing the French to pursue, the English to pursue him. Look how exposed he is. Those guys are broken now. We've got a mass bayonet charge on our hands. It's a French general unit. Okay, English units are broken. All English units here are broken. I think there's only one unit left that isn't broken. Way up north. There's 23 minutes left on the clock. So they got time to track him down. Oh yeah, looks like Red Team captured a house before. Alright guys, so we'll fast forward it and try and catch the last couple battles left. Alright, we've got a unit of L4 infantry. The Linen Infantry. Looks like there's only... oh, there's 115 of them left. Oh no, 62 out of 114, sorry, my bad. So only a few units remaining. A couple of sound hits there. If anyone has a secret on how to get the sound back, that'd be good to know. Okay, that unit's broke. We've got one Prussian unit coming down the road. We got artillery and the whole French alliance just converging on this one location. Oh, another English unit, sorry, enemy unit has appeared. I don't know if it's English or Prussian. But here we go. Oh, they're going to sell this with a bayonet charge. And they're toast. We've got some 32nd Foot coming back. Alright guys, the only reason we're back a little bit early is because this unit might not even make it back to the engagement. We've got the French artillery pounding this position. One solid strike will break them. Hey, wait on. Sound came back. Can you see that? And there we go. I think that's it, guys. Victory! So, well done to the 11 series, A Wild Cold, Dan the Avian, and Deranged Fox on their victory. 11 series getting 1,388 kills. Wild Cold 1311, Dan the Avian 2049, Deranged Fox 1616. Well done to Sierra on 696, The Claw 784, Giovanni 569, and Danny on 731. Now, the only reason I think the English and the Prussian forces suffered so greatly is mainly because of the French artillery. That artillery just destroyed the French and Prussian forces in the centre. And there's not much they could have done. There was nowhere for them to go. There was nowhere for them to really hunker down and seek shelter from that artillery. And their own artillery didn't seem to come close to responding to the French side. So I think they were always up against it there. That being said, congratulations to Wild Cole and his team on their victory. Before we go, we'll take a quick look at the kill count and see if we can spot out any stand-up performers. Okay, we've got the 12E Delanger, L4 Infantry 149, and the Ignis Badinot, L4 Infantry 141. So L4 did pretty well. The rest of them did quarter good, I'd say. Thank you to Wild Cole for posting the replay on the Discord. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.